Okay, so today we started working on international tango. So the first thing we need to do is look at your tango walks. So there's a bunch of techniques. I just want you to think about a couple for now. So, same idea as always, bend your knees and ankles to take a step forward. We're not going to go that too much, but I want you to realize that when you walk forward in tango, or really any of the dances, you're never going to walk straight forward. You are always going to walk on a bit of a diagonal. So you're going to take your steps CBMP, right side leading. So you're always going to put one foot in front of the other, and then your right foot veering off to the right. Yes? You're always going to be veering off to the right. If you're going backwards, like ladies, what happens is we take a step not straight backwards, it actually cuts across into CBMP. So everything is off to the left. Okay? And that's how we walk forward and back. Now, again, we rarely take steps that are truly just forward and back. Everybody's going to go ahead and curve a little bit. So we talked about rotation, curving from the standing leg. So we talked about the fact that we have turnout, and I can either leave my hips where they are and rotate my leg inside that hip socket, or I can leave my leg where it is and I can rotate my hip around the hip socket. Right? So if I'm going to do a tango walk and I want to curve to the left, when I'm on the right foot, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate my hip around my right foot or my right leg as I take my step forward. Now, on top of that, I need to cut across, right? Remember the steps are always going to right? So, I'm going to rotate and I'm going to step across myself. From this foot to the next foot, I'm going to turn my hip in, and again, I'm going to take my step slightly on diagonal. And that's how I curve my walks in tango. Okay? You can curve varying amounts, you can curve very little, you can curve quite a lot. Alright, as long as you keep the form straight. Going back to some natural, so as I'm on my left foot, I'm going to rotate my hip in. And again, I don't want to keep it on its own track. I'm going to cut across myself to put it one foot behind the other. So that's how I walk back. As I take my step back on my left foot, I'm going to turn my hip open from the right leg and veer off to the left just a little bit, right? And so when I'm walking backwards, that's how I curve my walks. Again, that's curving quite a bit there. You can curve less amounts, yeah? So the next thing we looked at was the tango halt. It's a little different than the waltz, foxtrot, quick step, we use waltz hold. So I'm going to actually borrow you for just a second just to show you the guys first. So, gentlemen, this hand normally goes on her shoulder blade. So I don't really want to keep it there. I want a tighter hold. So I'm going to take my right hand, I'm going to cut across her body. Yeah? So from here, that means I'm going to pull this hand in just a little bit closer. It's still pulled back quite a ways. So I want this about by my ear, roughly. Now it's going to depend on the girl and arm length and things like that. But roughly here. I'm also noticed that because of where she's at, I can't take it that far out to the side. So I have to keep it a little bit more compact. Alright? So that's the guy's hold, more or less. Thank you, ma'am. So then as the lady then, so I've got to adjust for this. So as I come into position with the man, what's going to happen is if you look at this, if I'm square to him, he will not really be able to put his hand around my back very well. Yeah? So what's going to happen is for him to reach around further, I have to turn my back to put it flat into his forearm. Okay? So I'm no longer square to him, I am rotating a bit. Now, if I do that just with my upper body and I leave my shoulders where they are, it's going to look a mess. So I leave my ribcage where it is, my shoulders have to rotate back to him so that we have the illusion of being more or less parallel to the shoulders. Yeah? And this hand here, I'm going to create a little table here. I'm going to pop that table right under his arm. Again, no thumbs up into his armpit. This is not going to be comfortable for him. I'm going to keep a little flat table, and I'm going to pull up onto his forearm, or to his upper arm a little bit, not too much. I'm going to hike his shoulder up. And I'm going to keep that elbow down. Yeah? And so this is going to be roughly our hold. Thank you, sir. So we do our walks in that hold, and then we had our progressive leap. So progressive leap for the guys, start the diagonal wall. You're going to step forward, one foot from the other, CBMP. From here, you're going to basically replace, or you're going all the way to the left foot. While you're doing that, you're going to turn the lady to promenade and take a very small side step. It's going to be basically right under your butt. Okay, so if I'm going to do this like backing you step forward, one foot in front of the other, turn the lady as you replace, small side step, and you're in promenade position. Okay? Ladies, we step backwards, one foot behind the other. As I replace my weight, I'm going to turn from this leg turn in, 2 steps sideways in promenade position. Okay? I'm on the outside turn, so I've got to progress the turn at the same time. So step back, quick, quick. Timing, quick, quick. Yes? So it looks like this. I'm going to show you the figure together. And quick, quick. Now let's do it this way so that you can see us stretch. And quick, quick. Okay? Thank you, sir. Then we have the promenade close. So from promenade position, we're going to have 2 walks in promenade, slow, quick. Then from here, I'm going to close the lady. Again, I want to try to stay to the inside of the stretch. So I'm going to stay put. I'm only going to roll to the inside of my foot, plant this other foot underneath me. So it's a small step. And I'm going to try to keep some weight to that right foot. Okay? That's my side step. So I'm going to be split weight on my side step. Then I'm going to replace all my weight to close my feet. This is going to tell the lady when to close her feet. Okay? Ladies, we're going to take our 2 walks in promenade. When we go around the man, I'm going to, again, stay to that left foot. So you're in this delightful position. 50-50 split weight. This is my side step. And then when he closes his feet, you're going to feel that he has to shift your entire body in order to close your feet. All right? The timing on this is slow. Quick, quick, slow. Okay? And it looks like this. From promenade, we have slow, quick, quick, slow. Okay? So then we put this all together, 2 walks, progressively, close promenade. So we have